Hey guys, so this is your weekly assignment overview video. We're in week 4. I already have it loaded in course content. Week 4, due September 26th. That is a Sunday. At this point, you should really be getting used to the format of this course and understanding that each week pretty much looks the same when you're tackling one social problem and one chapter per week. First and foremost, I want to show you that this week we're skipping a chapter. So we did chapters 1 and 2. We're not doing chapter 3. We're moving to chapter 4. So the first thing you want to do is, of course, click your textbook to read chapter 4. You should have that down by now. You just click on that link and it's going to take you right where it needs to go. And then there you have it, okay? We're going to talk about crime and social control this week, okay? And so you can just read through all the things. You can test yourself. You can do a chapter review. This is where you access your book. You have your PowerPoint. You just click on this, and it's going to bring up the PowerPoint here, okay? And then you have your Mind Tap assignment. So you click here to do that. That takes you through a little simulation that discusses crime and social control. I need to make it very clear that in order to get full credit on these Mind Tap assignments, your answers to the 3 questions, I'll show you what that looks like. Just click Start Assignment Now. Here's your simulation. So you do this first, and then you answer these 3 questions. These answers should be a minimum of 3 to 5 sentences each to get full credit. 1 sentence does not cut it. We are in college and I require more in-depth answers. 3 to 5 sentences to get full credit. Make sure you're doing that, okay? When you're done with your Mind Tap, then you're going to do your Confronting Social Problems assignment. So these are always a little bit different. So this assignment, you're going to examine the social construction of crime. So what you're going to do is you're going to follow the research prompt below. Your written explanation needs to be a minimum of 5 sentences, and your sources should be cited. So you're going to submit this assignment using a file attachment, all right? And don't worry about bringing it to class because this is an online class. So if you click here, you go into the assignment. Here are the instructions again, okay? And here's your prompt. You're going to select any state in the United States other than the one that we live in. So you cannot choose Texas, okay, if you live in Texas. You're going to Google and find its statute on child abuse and neglect. So every state has a law or statute on this particular subject, okay? But they're all different based on the state. So an example could be you could Google New York statute on child abuse and neglect. You can write that right into Google. New York statute on child abuse and neglect. It will bring it up, and I need you to write me a short explanation, at least 5 sentences, of the type of abuse and neglect that is covered in the statute. What's important here is we're looking at the social construction of crime. So what falls under the category of abuse and neglect differs by state, which means that an abuse and neglect cannot be fact or science. Instead, it's socially constructed. We say this action equals abuse here in Texas, but you may find that that action in New York does not fall under abuse. And so what you want to do is you're just exploring the way that one crime can be constructed by a certain society or certain state versus another one. So again, you're going to select any state in the United States other than the one you live in. You can Google that state and then the statute on child abuse and neglect, and you're going to write me a short explanation, a minimum of 5 sentences, of the type of abuse and neglect that is covered in that statute. I need you to cite your sources. You will not get credit if you do not cite your sources, and you need to make sure that those sources are credible, okay? Wikipedia does not count, okay? That can be edited by anybody. So make sure it's a credible website that you're using for your information. To submit, you're going to write this on a Word doc or PDF. You're going to browse local file, click on it, click open. You'll see it's attached right here, and then you're going to click submit. Okay, do not write anything in this comments box. All right, I will give you a 0 if you submit it under this comments box. That's not what it's for. Okay, the only other option is this write submission. You can write it in Word and then copy and paste it in here, and I will accept that as well and click submit. Okay, and then of course you have your short chapter 4 quiz. Okay, no more than 5 questions. That covers major points in the PowerPoint as well as the chapter. So that takes you through week 4. This is due Sunday, September 26th. Okay, this class really goes on a strict format, so you should have a good understanding. But especially when it comes to this social problems exercise, if you have questions, please let me know. All right, otherwise, you guys have a great week.